Next up, at UFC Atlanta, we have the main event of the evening. We have Kamaru Usman taking on Joaquin Buckley. Kamaru Usman, 20-4 in his career, 2-3 in his last 5. He is on a 3-fight skid. He's taking on Joaquin Buckley. Joaquin Buckley is 21-6 in his career, 5-0 in his last 5, and he is undefeated at welterweight. Everybody knows who Kamaru Usman is at this point. He's a top 5 welterweight of all time, maybe number 1 or number 2. And actually, that's really the only debate you could have. Is he the, I guess Matt Hughes is in the mix there as well. So let's say top 3 welterweight of all time. Statistically, he already passed Matt Hughes. George St. Pierre. You think Kamaru Usman's more accomplished than George St. Pierre?
I think it's going to be Jack Della Maddalena, baby. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Gonna be. Let him defend first against. I mean, they're not even giving him any cushion. Just right off the rip. Here's a really tough fight. But we got Kamaru Usman, one of the most decorated welterweights of all time, the former welterweight world champion. He is riding a 3-fight losing skid. The first fight was a last-second loss to Leon Edwards in a fight that he was winning 99% of. The second loss was a fight that I thought he actually did win. I thought he won the fight. I didn't agree with the decision. And the third fight was another decision loss. This time he rolled off the couch, up in weight, fought Khamzat Chimaev.
Did you just say you didn't think that Usman lost against Leon in that third fight?
Correct. And I've said that many times for many years. And you've had that reaction every time.
It's like
these are the Miranda Maverick pickles, by the way. I bought them Christmas of 2023. Bread and butter pickles.
Fucking
still fresh.
Yeah, pop it over. Just
no,
just for the love of God, Angelo, please,
no,
for the love of God,
no,
pop it open.
Maybe, you know what? If she wins, we can have this discussion.
Chat, please.
No,
please, chat.
No, we're not doing that. Listen, back to this breakdown. Kamaru Usman is on a 3-fight losing skid. He's also old as shit. He's got bad knees, in his own words. But with all of that being said, Kamaru Usman isn't on like this abysmal 3-fight skid. It's 3 losses. I disagree with one of them. He looked great against Khamzat Chimaev, up in weight class, not training at all. The question becomes, is Kamaru Usman fully washed? Or is it just, hey, I can't beat the elite, and Joaquin Buckley is not yet elite? Kamaru Usman, big-time underdog here, taking on Joaquin Buckley. At 170 pounds, Joaquin Buckley has looked unbelievable. The only time he really didn't look that good was the Wonder Boy fight because he struggled a little bit with the range until he didn't, and he knocked Wonder Boy out cold. Joaquin Buckley is fast. He's athletic. He hits hard as shit. He's got great footwork. At 170, he has incredible cardio. He doesn't slow down. We've seen him wrestle. He beat Nursultan Ruzaboyev, granted at 170, but he beat Nursultan Ruzaboyev with the wrestling. Joaquin Buckley at this weight class has looked like that guy. People who are picking Joaquin Buckley are making the pick mostly off of Kamaru being old, not fighting very long, and being on a 3-fight losing skid. And I do think you can pick like that. I do think you can go that way because if I look at their strength of schedule, you got to go Kamaru Usman. But Joaquin hasn't been afforded the same opportunity.
Is that true, though?
What?
Who's Usman beat?
Well, he was the world champion. So
Who'd
he beat... Okay, I'm going to say names. You're going to say it doesn't matter. He beat Colby Covington twice. And at the time, Colby Covington was one of the best fighters on the planet.
Was he?
He beat Gilbert Burns, who at the time was one of the best fighters on the planet. He beat George Masvidal, who at the time was one of the best fighters on the planet. He beat Tyron Woodley, who was the best fighter on the planet. So you can't use the records of today and apply them.
You can go back and realize that people weren't who you thought they were. Yes, you literally can. That's what you can
When
do.
you are a long-time world champion and you beat quite literally everybody they gave you.
Yeah, but that has nothing. Yeah, he did what he was supposed to do. He's a reigning champion. But you're talking about strength of schedule and stuff like that.
So
yes,
who has Buckley beaten? Who is Buckley beaten that makes him have a stronger strength of schedule than the longest reigning welterweight champion?
Go through them. I don't have notes and shit in front of me. Go through them. Let's look at them.
I said that Usman had the better strength of schedule, and you challenged it and said no, and you don't even know who the fuck Joaquin Buckley beat to say no and challenge it.
Because Usman beat a terrible Jorge, a terrible Kobe,
okay,
a terrible
here we
Leon.
go. All right, so Buckley beat a terrible Kobe, a 40-year-old Wonder Boy.
Why do you say Kobe?
I said Kobe. A 40-year-old Wonder Boy,
Great
a suck-down Nursultan Ruzaboyev, an
win.
ancient and brain-bleeding Vicente Luque, an unreliable Alex Morono, and a no longer employed Andre Fiallo.
Those are great wins.
Okay. Who do you think? I'm picking Buckley to win. But to say he had the stronger strength of schedule is insane.
Yeah, he beat, I mean, we got a 10-time PFL $20 million winner, Impa Kanzanziai. Smoked his ass.
Okay. He also got absolutely destroyed by Chris Curtis, Nazardine Imavov, and Kevin Holland.
Ooh.
Logan
Kevin
Storley.
Holland, the number one contender, Imavov.
He has 2 losses in Bellator. Logan Storley and Jackie Gosh. He lost to a woman. Who do you think wins this fight, Jacob?
You think Jackie Robinson's a woman?
I haven't seen the tests. I also thought that boxer was a woman.
Did you
Turns
know?
out.
Did you know Babe Ruth is black?
What?
Google it right now.
I'm going to Google is Babe Ruth black, and I don't know what's going to come up.
Surprise. Surprise.
No, Babe Ruth was not black. While there were rumors and
I
suspicion
bet.
about his heritage due to his physical features, his parents were German.
I bet. One of them probably was.
This is all just literally everything is early. There were rumors. All right, go ahead. Who do you think wins this fight, please?
I've been honestly, I've been kind of a Buckley hater, and I was pretty high on Usman. I picked Usman again in that Chimaev fight because I knew what kind of defensive wrestling he can bring into a fight. I knew that Chimaev is known to kind of blow his load in the first round. I assumed that Usman was going to be able to survive that. He did, and you saw him start to build in that fight. Obviously, short notice, all that stuff. He couldn't really get into the flow with the striking, but that was a close fight. There could be an argument made that he won that fight. I honestly don't think that he won that fight, but I picked him to win that fight. He made it a close fight. This is a little bit different. I've been a Buckley hater. Not really for his personality. He's always been kind of a fun guy, but I never thought that his fighting abilities were going to be able to match the way that he was talking about himself, the self-belief that he had. And honestly, he has. So I can't deny this guy anymore. I always thought he was a fun guy, but now he is backing it up with the way he is fighting, rededicating himself to 170, which if you look at these guys at that face-off, it's like, I can't believe Buckley was at 185. He looks tiny compared to Kamaru Usman. I know Usman's a big 170, but it's like, holy fucking shit. I can't believe Buckley was at 185. And I don't know if you saw the face-off, but Buckley is honestly such a awesome person to have in the UFC because he is 100% authentic to himself. I send you the videos and stuff of Ant Edwards up in the NBA player for the Timberwolves. That guy is himself no matter who he's in front of. I mean, it doesn't matter who he's talking to. He is going to be himself. And Buckley is that same guy. High self-belief, high confidence, but he is that same dude. He was in front of Usman and was like, I can't believe I'm fighting you right now. The face-off ended, and he's like, man, I'm about to fight Usman. Like, he is just a fun guy, and him being at the top of this division, I think, is awesome. He is a talented guy. It is going to be the speed advantage on the feet. Usman, yeah, he's going to have, defensive wrestling if Buckley tries to wrestle, which he probably isn't going to be able to. Yeah, Colby was able to get a takedown in that fight and control Buckley a little bit, but I just don't see Usman at this age, at where he is at. He's not a guy that is just coming in and just shooting takedowns. He will close the distance and try to pin you against the fence like he was doing with Leon in those fights, but Buckley is just so aggressive these days in a sense of urgency and a sense of self-worth and a sense of he's supposed to be here in these moments that it just seems like sometimes it's just bigger than the fighter. With Buckley, it just seems like he is just on this path. He has called his shots. He has been there. I love the self-awareness too when he made that Conor McGregor call call out, and people hated him on it. And he was like, that was. I'm not gonna call it counter this. Like the self awareness too, to be able to kind of laugh at himself is awesome. So I was a Buckley hater because I didn't think his abilities were there, but he's shown the dude's got power. He's got wrestling. He's got defensive wrestling. The footwork, the speed. I just think the speed's going to be too much. And yeah, he might walk into a big Usman counter or something, but this honestly could feel and look like that Morales-Burns fight where just immediately you like, oh man, like this is not going to go well. Like Morales landed a few shots and Burns kind of covered up and it was like, shit, man, is he even supposed to be here? Usman, older, 2-year layoff, knees, all that stuff. Could have the same situation where, it is what it is. And I think that Buckley was taken down by Colby and controlled a little bit because I don't think he really respected Colby. He went in there and just tried to end Colby, didn't really respect what he was, and Colby was able to get a takedown. I think he has a good respect for Usman. He's going to take his time, find his shot. If he lands a shot, I think, you saw Gilbert Burns kind of dropped Usman, so I wouldn't be surprised if Buckley can get this done inside the distance, honestly. So I'm obviously going Buckley here. I got a bet on him. I'll be there. It should be a great main event. It should be a great card. I can't wait to be there. So Buckley to finish it off, and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, it should be interesting. There's a comment here, and I also mentioned it earlier, that he did not look great in that Wonderboy Thompson fight, but it didn't stop him from winning that fight. He was down. He was getting frustrated. Dude. He didn't manage the range well. He was struggling to find that range, but he continued to come forward and look for the finish. He knew he was down the scorecards, and he did what he needed to do to win that fight, which is incredible. Meanwhile, you got Patchy Mix, a wildly hyped prospect who people were talking about, not even just people like YouTube people, like actual people on the inside talking about this is a highly ranked fighter in the world. He could be champ by this time next year. That guy did nothing, was down on the scorecards.
Oh, that's what he mentioned too after the fight. He's like, it's these people talk like they know what wrestling is, but they don't know what wrestling is. After the Mario
Patchy said
fight.
that?
Yeah.
You didn't even try to wrestle, dipshit. You didn't even try. You didn't try.
Yeah, you didn't really even try in our fight.
I took you down real nice, too. When I watched it back, I was like, that was a nice takedown. I forgot about that.
You watch that every night?
I do. And then I watch it.
That's going to be it for us, guys. Like the video on the way out. Become a premium member. WeWantPicks.com. It's only $10 a month. And I just wanted to, again, apologize for... I try to warn if you guys go watch this back in the beginning. I told you Angelo was going to go off script a number of times. He's trying to be a little bit more, I don't know, a character, funny. I don't know what he's going for, but we're going to try and work through it. Hopefully he can get back to where he used to be, and that is kind of the professional presence in this podcast, because it kind of wears me down to try to keep us online and be the professional here. But I'll do it if I have to. We'll see how long the antics go on for Angelo. But like the video on the way out, guys. And Angelo, you want to add anything else before we go?
No, that's it. Here's all the stuff Premium has: a simulator, an index, an optimizer, data analyzer, line movement tracker, a prop hunter. We got Bet Sam and others as well, like Artem and an artificial intelligence. And there is the bonus at WeWantPicks.com/bets. If you want $50, sign up there. Thanks for the watch. We appreciate you. If you see Jacob, say hi to him. Kneel down a little, make him look super tall, and say hi to him.
That's the stuff I'm talking about. Every chance you get. Every chance you get.
That was me trying to help you out.
Every single person
all these 6'4"
every single person that has ever came up to me is like, wow, you're a lot taller than I would have thought.
Because they think you're Danny DeVito. You're a little taller than that.
Yeah, they think I'm Danny DeVito, yeah.
Well, if you see Jacob, say hi to him and tell him how tall he is.
I will be Atlanta, guys. Say hi. I'll say, I probably won't say hi back, but.
I said, guys, stop. It's like that famous story.
Don't say hi. Run up and ask me for an autograph.
Only if you're with somebody. Otherwise, who cares?
I'm always with somebody.
There you go. All right. Well, I'm not even going to tell the story because I'm forgetting the name of one of the guys in the story. But anyway, thank you all for the watch. Genuinely appreciate it. Jacob, have a blast in Atlanta, man. And Jacob won't be here next week. So I'm figuring that out as well.
Oh, well, spoiler.
Well, I'm deciding what to do. I'm deciding, do I try to do the community call-in show, or do I just run it like a normal show with somebody else?
The biggest Pacer game in franchise history is tomorrow night, Wednesday night, 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern. Best of 5 series now. Pacers have home court advantage. We're feeling good about it. They win it all. I win another 10 grand basically. I already won 14 grand off them, so you could say that I would say, if you were to say that I would say that I am.
Okay.
Don't